Hello, this is Lamar Bennett. I am the radical sociologist, and I found a topic. I was thinking when I was in that type of life, a topic for those type of people, and a title actually. And I come up with this unique title. I don't know when I'm driving, when I'm at work, you think a lot, and this title came to me. This topic when I think about those people and the things they do. And I come up with a topic like IOU. That's what I call them, IOU. And before I give you the meaning and describe those type of people to you, I'm gonna give you a educated thought that the IOUs didn't just start today, just became IOUs. The IOUs came out as a result of slavery 400 or 500 years ago, when the survival was so hard for us as black people in America. I know slavery is not only in America, and it wasn't only white Europeans that started slavery. Slavery started back with the Spaniards way before white America started it. Can't remember what the years was. It was like, I know way back 1400s or something in that area. Spaniards, and believe me, their slavery was way worse than white people's slavery. Can you and I give you examples how different, how they treat us today, and how they would treat us if they was the masters of the slave trade in America. And I'm gonna give you an example. You take a look at Brazil, however you pronounce it. Black folks there in Brazil. Do you ever see one? Barely. Because they got them in barrels, what they call burrows, where they are stuck in that area, and they ain't allowed to come out. They usually don't have no political power, none. Just what they feed them, dog food. That's what it looks like. But I'm just trying to give you an example how Spanish slavery way worse than white people's slavery. But white people's worse now. Hey, there's no comparison because they were just both bad. But I'm talking about black America since for 400, 500 years that we've been under that type of treatment for 200 some years, of slavery. And what comes out of slavery was the result. Broken homes, broken parents, kids growing up on their own. So there had to be some means of survival. And I'm talking about this means of survival called IOUs. Even though I don't like it, it's destroying black America. It's embarrassing to black America. But deep down, it's a survival technique since slavery for black people. She can't stand on that corner with an empty belly. He can't stand on that corner with an empty belly, not getting the things that he liked to enjoy life with. However, I'm not on that side no more. I'm on the side I started in the beginning. But I know the game, and I know what they have to do to survive, but it's detrimental to the black race and to American society, period. And in every community. The IOUs are trying to dominate and take everything away from everybody. And if you give it those people, you got two choices. One, to die, or two, to kill. No, you basically got three. No, you got two, but you kill, you go to jail. I'm just say jail or death. That's the title topic of IOUs. Because you either got to owe, or you either got to defend from not owing, and then you end up jail, or you end up dead. And depending on what you got to lose, you end up dead. What you got to gain, you still end up in jail. The IOUs, you'll never win. You always owe. You will never say that's okay. You're always being set up to owe. And the only way not to owe is to be willing to die or go to jail. And if you're the type of person like me, got so much to lose, you'll be just a puppet in the game if you don't get out of that game. You can't, if you ain't down to do those two things, stay away from the IOUs. Stay away from the IOUs. The smile in your face, but the pat on the back is to set you up to owe. And they're all working in a group because they're all together. They're all working. They are called IOUs. It's a group. It's like a gang. You can call it a gang. I call it the IOU gang. But when you start in slavery in America for the black, now I already mentioned that slavery was all over the world for black people, Africans. Spaniards started first. Spaniard slavery is worse than white slavery. And don't you think those people on the south of you, if they had a chance, that's what you'd be. You cross a border, what you do? You get killed, you get shot, you get raped, whatever. But understand this. The IOUs in slavery, and to this day, it's a survival technique. But it's a terrible technique. It's a technique that is running Black America, running our all our gains we had, that money wise and morally wise and unity is being split apart because the IOUs saying give me instead of trying to go out there and earn. But that was rooted during slavery, but that's no excuse now. Because hey, if you think, and talking to the IOUs, if you think somebody owes you something, go to the white people. And do that to the white people. Shoot and kill white people. Go shoot and kill Mexicans. Go shoot Arabs that's in your hood right now, taking every dollar you got. You can't even own a store because the Arab own his store, you own a store, your own brother come there and shoot you first. The IOU say you owe him. Give me the register. And then you gonna stand up for it, and then what he gonna do? Shoot you, or you shoot him, you going to jail. The message here that I'm trying to say and trying to put across, don't get set up by the IOUs. And it's like, religiously, the preacher would say, the devil's lurking. You can't see him. That's the IOU. You definitely, when you see him, he gonna definitely owe you a lightning strike. He gonna owe you some fire. You gonna owe him some fire, excuse me. You gonna owe him a lightning strike. He ain't gonna tell you up front, but that pat on the back gonna let you know. And, you know, I gave you reasons, slavery and our treatment in America. This is a survival technique for black people, but it's a terrible survival technique. And you ask me, is it needed? Right now, it's needed because it has conditioned us to not to have unity. Because I'm mad at the IOU and the IOU mad at me, and he think I'm the IOU, she think I'm the IOU, so she won't help me, and so our society is corrupt because the IOU don't have no unity for what you owe them. That's the only unity IOU have is what you owe them. You owe her. And like I said today, females is not like black females is not like black females a long time ago. A lot of them. Some of them are in gangs now. Some of them are thugging. And Lord, mixed gold digging with thugging. You have a female that's a gold digger and she's a thug. That is disaster. That's IOU, and hey, you gonna die if you don't give it. But watch out for the IOUs. Don't get tricked into them. Because once you get tricked into them, it's hard to get out of them. And then, therefore, you end up dead or in jail. Be smart, be intelligent, be streetwise, which I wasn't. I was falling on a lot of things I saw in the past that started to cloud my mind in that direction. But now my mind is clearer, and hey, the IOU stole my car. But hey, since I left them, I feel much better. And hey, I can buy about 11 of those cars right now, about 11 of them. Believe me, I can buy about 11 or 12 of those cars that he stole. I'm glad he did because, like they say, like the Bible say, when God does something bad to you, he should give you a message for something better, to go to something better. And that's what God has done for me. I have profit from nothing. Now when I can walk out this truck, I can go in that store and say, I can buy this several times over. Leave the IOUs alone, and I guarantee you, you will profit in life. If it's not financially, spiritually, and morally, you will profit. That's it for the Radical Sociologists. I see you on the flip side. Bye. Love my people. I wouldn't be a radical sociologist if I didn't love my people. Because a lot of things in this system of racism, prejudice, and discrimination, and you got to separate all three of those. You can be racist, prejudice, and discriminations are different attitudes, different treatments. And you got to watch out for all three of them. And, and I have been a radical sociologist. When I was in junior high school, I always just called myself bullshitting for bullshit's sake. And I'm not going to explain what those cuss words actually are, but they are something terrible that I have been involved in just to do it. But when I went to college and got myself educated, see, a lot of us out there is not educated, or some are educated and don't care that what their actions are doing is not for against white people. I don't like to do things. If I'm gonna do something bad, I'm gonna do something bad to white people. I'm gonna do something bad to Mexicans, any other race but black people. We already had it bad. We don't need no more badness for us. Give it to somebody else, some other race. But in high school, junior high, I did things just to be fucking doing it. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, you know. But went to university, got more educated, more educated. Oh, that's why I did that shit. These motherfucking white folks done did this shit to me. No, why? I'm so glad I did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Our Mexican did this shit to me. African did this. Mexican did this shit to me. Why I'm feeling guilty for? You know the things they did to us for every century, every family separated. What the other races doing to us? High priced foods and everything else. Hey, can't come and live in my neighborhood. The land that we fought for. You know what I'm saying? So hey, this is the put my hat like this so I say goodbye. This that gangster look, right? No, I don't like that gangster look no more. You know, I put my hat up like this, like look intelligent. You know what I'm saying? Brains on my head and understand. Stay away from the IOUs. That's it, Lamar Bennett. See you on the flip side.